I wanted to talk a little bit today about the Jezabel spirit. A lot of people, I think, mistake her as being a spirit that has to do with women wearing jewelry and makeup and being somebody about town, and that is really not what I think the true meaning behind the passages are about. So I just wanted to give a little context there today and talk a little bit more about her as a spirit. What makes the Jezebel spirit so terrible? So I have 4 points that I want to talk about today. So number 1, she actively tries to destroy people of God. So she came from another place, and she worshipped gods that were not the God of Israel. So she worshipped Baal, which is a very terrible spirit that enjoys the sacrifice of children. So she worshipped that god, and she had put in a decree to kill all the prophets of the Most High God in Israel. So 300 prophets ended up being hidden in a cave, and she had asked for them to be killed. This was in 1 Kings 18:4 as a reference. The second item is she served Baal and had 400 prophets that would sit at her table, and she also convinced her husband that he should turn away from worshiping the God of Israel and instead worship her God. So he turned a blind eye to her setting up I think he actually helped her set up altars to this God, which is actually the devil. And he turned a blind eye, so he was just as bad as her. So this is found in 1 Kings 16:31 and 18:19. So the third thing is, when her husband didn't get a vineyard he wanted, she went and plotted against the vineyard owner, and she had him killed for something he didn't do. She actually hired 2 guys to say that he blasphemed God, and then he was stoned, and then she had her husband go take the vineyard from the man. God says continually in the Bible that he hates it when people come together to bear false witness against people. So this was a terrible sin that she committed. So murder, false witness, taking something that didn't belong to her. So lots and lots of bad things here. Essentially doing whatever she wanted to do to get what she wanted. So from this right here, you can see she's either a narcissist or an egotist or a psychopath or a sociopath. One of those things. That is the spirit that's right there. Number 4, she was a prophetess, a witch, a seductress, sexual immorality, and she encouraged people to eat food sacrificed to idols. Over and over in the Bible, we see that is a big no-no. We see that word in Revelation 2:20. Now, in regards to the makeup and the jewelry that everybody's in a big kerfuffle about, it's not really about that. She knew her time had come. She knew it was the last hurrah. So she put on her most beautiful fineries and said, I'm going out as a queen. I don't care. So again, we see the egotism here. She had used her position to take advantage of others, and she saw the writing on the wall, and she ended up with her own people throwing her out a window. God hates this spirit. So I hope this was an educational message today, and I hope you have a better understanding of the Jezebel. I hope that this message today was educational and helped you a little bit more with the story in the Bible. But most of all, I hope that you are blessed, and if you don't know the Lord, I hope you find him.